Om. It is said that Om was the primeval sound when the universe was created, and thus the symbol of Om is used ever since. You might not know this, but Hindus always had this symbol as worshipped. Today I'm going to say something very controversial that you may find it hard to believe. Albert Einstein decoded this symbol, and as today it is famously known as the general theory of relativity. But first I will tell you little about the symbol and brief about the history. This symbol is often referred as Shakti in Hinduism. Hinduism is often revolving around Shakti, Prakash, Akash, and Kal. Shakti meaning energy, Prakash meaning light, Akash meaning space, and Kal meaning time. I brought this picture. It looks like a damaru or drum. This picture is Einstein's demonstration of time and space. Does it look familiar? The damaru is believed to create an energy as a damaru in Mahadev's Trishul or trident. Ancient Hindus already knew about this, but somehow we lost this concept, which was carried down from generations. From my view, I think the knowledge got lost as there were battles in the history that wiped all too. 3 generations of people, so it never got passed after. You cannot explain somebody if you do not have a visual representation of the thing. Imagine if a nuclear war happens today and everything is wiped out. How can you explain your grandchildren about, let's say, a mobile phone? It may sound like a miracle to them, but it was out basic life. Imagine explaining an aeroplane to them. You would have said they had wings, pointy. They can only relate it to a bird as they have no visual reference. So if you tell it could fly, they may think it's a bird, and say it carried people, they will think of a big bird that explains Garuda, a flying creature carrying Vishnu. We can see picture, maybe it was just a plane. Again, let's say you wanted to describe of a nuclear war that happened and wiped everything. How will you explain a missile? Let's say you said it had pointy front end and fins at the rear end, and if you tell them to draw the thing, they will draw an arrow as it is the best representation of the description. And they have seen it while hunting. Same thing happened in the Mahabharata war, that all the men in the whole region got wiped out. And today people think maybe it was a myth, but it has been described they had nuclear warheads called Brahmastra. It is described as a fiery fireball with terrible flames and thunder, which can destroy all nature, trees, mountains, oceans, and animals. It is also able to annihilate someone's existence from the past, present, and future, making their existence impossible to be imagined. And because they did not exist, and will not exist. That's why it was only given to the worthy people who could handle the weapon in order to bring peace and not war. Since we have gone little deep inside the topic, let's dig further in it. I will show you another picture of Shiva's third eye. This is often seen in forehead of Shiva. This image can be represented as a picture of an atom. Now, if you look at the picture of atom, does it look familiar? The circle from top to down with a point in the middle looks like an eye if someone who don't know anything about an atom. Now, it is said that if the third eye of Shiva opens, there will be destruction. So does the atom when it is open or split for fission reaction with uranium and plutonium. This is just me. I don't have a proof to support this claim. As the atom has neutron and proton around it, Shiva also has Brahma and Vishnu around it. The most important of all, I will come to the symbol Om. I have created a simple image to make you better understand. Now, if you look at this picture, it may seem little strange and little known and strange at the same time. Here Om is referred as energy, and everything after comes from this Om. I've colored every pieces so you can understand better. You can see when we segregate Om into pieces, it will form a formula that was hiding in plain sight, and we didn't even know about until someone found out. You can see the red piece form a M, the pink-colored piece form a C, the piece in gray for a square, and finally the yellow dot will form a full stop. Now you have understood the idea. It is safe to say Om equals to MC squared.